Whoa! Hello, everybody. It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. No, you don't, because we've never done this on Tuesday night. We usually are here on Friday nights, but since we're going on hiatus for a couple of weeks for some work out of town, we wanted to bring you one more episode this Halloween season, and we are doing so from the suggestion of the one and only odd movie master, Mr. Glenn Akers, and that is 1983's batshit crazy Mausoleum. I'm TJ Rotell, and with me, as always, is the Demogorgon, Denise Pantoja, and the one odd movie master, Glenn Akers. Guys, thanks for being here. It's Tuesday night, doing something a little special. It's weird. I'm not used to having not my sunglasses on, but I'm working on a little something, so so there.
It is weird to see you.
I know. See my eyes. Like I keep my eyes dart around a lot during these, so it's gonna be an odd one. But regardless, here we are. We're talking about Mausoleum. To answer Epic's question, I liked it. I mean, it's nice to have what feels like proper Chucky back on the screen. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's got its problems, like all movies do, or shows, movies, whatever it is, do. But yeah, it was fun. But to the task at hand, Mausoleum, 1983. Holy shit! Odd movie master earning his name here with this one. I remember from the poster art seeing this as a kid. Not like a kid, because Jesus, seeing this as a kid.
God, I hope you didn't see this
like
as a
young
kid.
Teen, let's call it. But
hair on your chest as a kid.
Oh yeah, I mean for real, for real. But Glenn, what made you go with Mausoleum?
This is one of the things that I also remember. I think seeing the case for this in video stores when I was younger, and those were a thing. But I never saw it.
Stores.
I know, I miss them so much.
Hard same.
Fuck the world. No, I think I remember seeing this one. But either way, it was one of those things that I blind bought because I trust a few physical media labels, namely Vinegar Syndrome is, I think, who brought this out in Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure it is.
Is that the one that Zach's always
yes
tweeting
yes
at?
It is. Yeah, they are great, as are others. I blind bought it and watched it, and I loved it. I said this was maybe a year or two, maybe 3 ago. I'm not sure. Time is a different thing anymore.
What does blind bot mean for those who aren't videophiles? Is that what people are called?
Yeah, or just crazy people. It means you buy a movie without having ever seen it or ever truly ever hearing anything about it, even if it's like a recommend. That's not really blind buying, or at least in my book. I bought it mainly because of what I read, the description and the cover, which is slightly different than the original poster.
That cover is super cool.
I mean, they're both awesome. Like the original poster, I think, is like a skeleton like grasping a mausoleum.
Yeah.
And then the Blu-ray is like demon face.
You see no skeletons. It's bullshit.
It's true.
It is true. There is no skeleton in it.
Not a one.
Oh,
but you know
80s.
what? I mean,
what a
like with
letdown.
movie posters from the 80s, none of it ever had to make any sense, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
It just had to be cool and eye catching.
Yeah.
I know there were several of those that I picked up because, like I said, the majority of my the majority of my VHS collection came from like a friend at a video store being like, "We're going out of business. What do you want?" And me just shopping cart with my arm out and putting everything in it, and basically keeping their horror section alive. But there's one movie I have that I remember doing that with, and it was The Deadly Spawn, or as the cover box indicates, Return of the Aliens, The Deadly Spawn.
Yes. I remember that VHS specifically.
Dope movie. The cover box, that was one of those big ass cover boxes, like with the whole thing, you put the tape in inside. It was a different time. It was a different age.
Do you still have that?
I do. I have it on VHS, and I think I have it on DVD now.
Do you have it in that like ridiculous not Disney clamshell that it came
Yes.
in?
Yes, I do.
That's probably worth some money. That's fucking cool. I need to
I
see
think I
that.
paid 99 cents for
You
it.
mother father.
It was what a quote from the movie. So Mausoleum, Glenn, you weren't lying. Glenn told us when he picked this one, he was like, "So I'm thinking about this movie Mausoleum. It's real out there." We were like, "Well, yeah, that sounds like a
Par for
good
the
Tuesday
course.
night."
Yeah.
We just watched it, and boy, does it deliver on the out there in a good way, like in all the best ways. It delivers. So continue
It's
your story, Glenn. You blind bought this movie and you took it
uh
home and you
yeah,
put it in your VHS or what? When did you get this one?
Blu-ray. It's
Blu-ray.
only a couple of years ago.
You put it in your Blu-ray player,
Yeah.
and what was that
And
like?
it actually sometimes blind buying can be great when like you find a gem like this. Sometimes it really burns you and you're like, ooh, cool, I'm glad I spent money on that. uh, I'm sure everybody's been there with something: food, movies,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, dates. Uh,
Dates.
What have
uh,
I done?
the fruit. Um, no, I watched it and I was like, oh shit, this actually does deliver on basically everything it promises. It's it it's out there, but it at least makes sense for the most part. I mean, there's some parts where you're like, what? Like, why is that happening? But it's not incomprehensible where you're like, what the fuck is actually going on in the story? There is no story here.
Yeah, Denise,
We
you
get
like
right
you
into
look
it
like you
too.
got
That's
something
true.
on the mind there. What's going through your noodle?
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, so I'm looking it up on the internet, right, to get to some of the things we're gonna talk about later, and the descriptions are very different from the description on Shudder. Shudder's description is wild, but it doesn't. Spoiler alert, TJ,
Oh, let me
put
put
it
it in
in.
chat so everyone can see it.
Put it in chat. Spoiler alert. It doesn't mention at all, like all of the other descriptions mention that it was
Didn't work.
a possession passed down.
Right.
That didn't come up until the end of the movie, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it now, I guess.
I think they
Also, this is. Go ahead.
I think they briefly mention it. Maybe they don't. Anyways,
Maybe.
they probably don't. There's a
Is
lot
it-
of things where you're supposed to know, but
Is anyone else
Might have
out
gotten
there hearing? Do I also sound like my mic's crackling, or is it just Denise and Glenn? We've been having
Oh,
some
what?
audio issues in the last couple of episodes,
And I don't even understand why.
and it's
Technology.
it's been a whole thing. So I'd
been a
love to
thing.
know, you there in Chatland. Is it all three of us that's crackling? Is it an OBS thing? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I have to remedy something. This is an 80s movie we're talking about. I don't know why I don't have my hair in a side ponytail.
that's fair. Though no one did.
No,
I
no, she
recall.
had lovely hair. This was more like the disco era. Like that's how her hair was. But
Yeah,
since it's 80s,
this got released in 83, but I think they shot it in 81, if not earlier. So like it's basically the 70s.
listen, my hair can't do disco era right now. I'm sorry.
I mean, it makes sense because they're in a
Fix it.
discotheque, if you will, for one scene.
Hell yeah.
Gotta love the discotheque.
They weren't, I guess, was that disco they were listening to? It was just kind of
I think so.
club. I don't know. Wasn't alive when
No,
that
it's very disco.
shit was going.
I was 1 year old.
I was not.
Glenn was literally not. He just wasn't
No.
That's
at
true.
the time. He just wasn't. Okay, there we go.
I was waiting to possess a body later.
You waited your turn, though. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nice of you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Glenn, tell us about what's the story here. Get the folks at home who haven't had a chance to watch Mausoleum. What
Sure.
it is? What's the premise?
Well,
Rope 'em in.
it is a plot-heavy movie. It's basically there's a demon though it looks like there's a sorcerer that like possesses it in shadow that is never explained.
Yeah.
Anyways, the basic story is there's a demon who possesses the women of a family. Maybe they mention how long it's been going on, but it goes every generation. But what happens is you usually the woman or girl at the age that it happens gets possessed when they're young, like 10-ish, and then it lays dormant for some reason.
Because they couldn't make a movie with the effects that they did in some of the scenes with the 11-year-old girl.
Yeah.
That would be very inappropriate.
Very inappropriate.
Wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
This
is on Shudder, by the way, if anyone cares to go out and watch it.
It's also
I would recommend it, man. Just go watch it. It's fucking so weird.
It is. It's a good late evening, probably weekend. If you imbibe, it would help with any drinks or whatever else.
It's a good romp.
It is. It's also a good one to have like friends around. Like we just watched it. When you can be like, what? Which happens more than once. But basically, yes, there's a demon who possesses but doesn't do anything to a girl until 20 years after the possession.
Yeah. It's a slow possession. It's like a long-term, it's like a mortgage. Basically the demon takes out a 20-year mortgage on this young girl and it pays it off when she hits her 30s.
Yeah. If I was to guess, they wrote it because, though you don't think this is the case, I think they wrote it this way because they had the actress and they're like, she needs to get this 10 or 20 years earlier because she's 30. And it's just like, oh, okay, why didn't she just get possessed at 30? But whatever. Anyways, demon possesses her at 30, or I guess it comes to the light when she's 30, and then weird shit happens. It's not The Exorcist.
All hell breaks loose.
It's not.
Although it does have some very disturbing imagery, like The Exorcist.
It does. There's no crab walking.
Yeah,
down the stairs.
And no crucifix porn, but I mean,
there is not. But there's lots of demonic voices, weird lighting, which I guess really isn't in The Exorcist.
A decent amount of boob shots.
There is. It's the 80s, and I have pretty sure that they cast our main actress because she was a former playmate. Because again, it's the 80s and it's a horror movie, and that's how you sell it. Blood and boobs.
Doing the do. That's it. That was the 80s.
But I will say one of the reasons I actually blind bought this was because it sounded ridiculous, and it is. But it also said that it had like surprisingly good like creature effects and other effects, and
which it does.
Like they're much worse, and like I don't know exactly what the budget was on this, but it clearly wasn't a lot. But I think they used it very wisely, and I think this punches above its weight, creature effects wise.
I would agree,
quite
especially
a bit
for the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like 1981, like they were doing bladder effects in makeup effects, but like it had some animatronics to it, which like that's pretty early for that.
Well, and just the overall look of the demon was scary. Like it's a scary look, and we got to see it in various forms. So it wasn't just that like they made one mold and one mask and some gloves and that was it. Like we got full body casts here. We got multiple prosthetic pieces and various degrees of transformation. Like that must have eaten up a good chunk of the budget. Or, well, I mean, I guess what the writer was also the director, was also the producer, was also the DP. So like when you're pulling that many jobs at a high level, like, you know, for a movie like this, which I assume was probably shot in like, 3 weeks,
probably,
like that's a hefty amount of savings, not paying a writer, a director, or a DP.
Now,
it's
Glenn,
true.
did you have some interesting tidbits about how this movie was made financially?
It apparently has some sort of connection to crime, probably the mob. That it was more than likely a money laundering scheme for certain individuals that were in charge of the money. Which, sure it was.
Listen, as film people who work in the film industry and the entertainment industry, what do we think? Like, would this be like a good use of like a good way to launder money? What do you guys think? I don't really know.
I met a guy once who told me a story about his feature getting made, and his backers were the Russian mob. And he said,
I worked on a Russian mob backed movie, but anyways, go on.
He said it was a fucking nightmare, that he would never do it again. It was not worth doing it. That like they would just like show up on set and like start eating, like a bunch of dudes, like a dozen dudes would roll through set and like eat catering and like hit on the actresses.
Yes,
and like just like it was a very uncomfortable month for them to shoot.
I don't mean for the people making the movie. I mean for the money launderers. It's probably a good way to do it, right? On the other end.
I assume I've never laundered money personally, but I would assume that it's.
I don't know. I'm only an advisor on the Ozark. I don't. It's also not the Ozark. It's just called Ozark. Anyway,
but it does take place on the Ozark, which is something.
That's true.
Are you talking about the water?
Yes.
Not shot there though. Maybe it's a good scheme. I mean, Hollywood's notorious for having accurate books. So maybe it is like the perfect.
I mean, listen, like you're looking to take illegal money and then you give it to someone else, right? And then they spend the money.
So you're trying to like put it into the currency,
I think so, right? Like into circulation, like it's meant to be like distributed amongst the world, so that when they get the money back from like, you know, like I give you $1 million for your movie, and I'm expecting, even if it's $1 million back, like even if I break even, that money is now legitimate, and I can go out and spend it, as opposed to illegal money, which might be being traced by the government or by, you know,
I digress. I'm sorry.
Agencies.
I mean,
took us down a rabbit hole.
Here's the thing. Like I like crime movies and shows. Like I've seen lots of money laundering shows. I still don't really understand it, except when they like literally put it in the washing machine and wash blood off of it. Like I don't understand how it actually works.
Is that where that came from? Who knows? Anyway.
I really don't. I mean, because I think it's dirty money and laundering gets it clean.
Right. But I don't understand how that like
physically
works.
I don't know. But if that was the case with the financing of this movie, I have to say thanks to the mob. For putting this together, because without it, I fear we would have missed out on one of Hollywood's most absurd horror films.
I will say that, like, if that's true, which it probably is, that it's surprisingly better than I would think it would be if you were just like, this is a money laundering movie, like this laundered whatever crime syndicate's money. I'd be like, this one did. Like it's not poorly made. It was cheaply made, but it's not poorly made.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's not really anything in here that makes me go like, I mean, the year is 1983, right? Like, well, that's the release year, so they probably shot it a year or two before.
I think they said 81.
81, yeah. So, like, I mean, yeah, like, you watch this movie, and there's not really anything that makes it negatively stand out when put next to other films of its genre of the time. Like, it's not like the cameras are shitty and, like, the lighting's shitty. Like, it's all pretty good for a low-budget horror movie in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. I mean... yeah, like on a technical aspect, it's lit pretty well. Like the acting isn't what I would call good, but it's also not like
We've seen worse.
Jesus Christ.
No Leprechaun 2.
Right.
Yeah, well, like that's
Right.
the thing. Like, when did Leprechaun 2 come out? Like early 90s.
Yeah, something like that.
Like,
And
and
I bet it had
some of the
more money
production
than this.
design in that, yeah, was fucking really bad.
Some starched sheets for a fucking cave or whatever it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
That was 2, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was like muslin and trash. It was so bad.
Right.
But
And shadows. Lots of shadows.
back to the topic at hand. Mausoleum. Let's go back and touch again on the story
Sure.
of the firstborn woman of this family, cursed to be possessed by this demon. I assume until dead, because we open and the mom is dead.
Yep.
Later on in the movie, we find from Uncle Stu, or whoever it was, the psychologist,
Simon?
that the father
Sure.
died trying to save the mother and kill the demon.
Right.
And I mean, failing at it, I guess, pretty gloriously, since
Obviously.
he didn't make it. I mean, like, in like, the kid goes in the mausoleum and gets possessed. Like, that's a pretty standard fare. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I don't really have any problems with it. Like, it's fine.
No.
Like, not everything needs to be, highbrow.
Right.
Oh,
And
and
there is
this is not.
something very interesting, and I noticed it, and it didn't make sense until later. Obviously, her aunt, as she's running away, says, "Not her too."
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
And-
sense
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
her,
more
her
sense.
mom clearly.
Yeah. And if we were paying attention, we would have known. Like, what they put it right there in the movie. We understand.
Well, I
why
mean,
Mom
listen,
died
it
right there
had
in the
nothing to
movie.
do with paying attention, because sometimes this shit just don't make sense.
Right.
Well, like,
Quite
I
often.
would have thought, like, out of when she said that, like, I thought about it for like a good few minutes. I was like, is that just bad writing? Because, like,
Same
the
here.
acting is, like, pretty good in that scene. Like, the aunt, like, loses her shit, hysterically crying, and you're like, is that just is it a good actress with a shitty script?
Right.
Like, because, like, my
Yes.
thought was, oh, this girl's gonna, what is she afraid this girl's gonna die running through a cemetery? Like, did Mom trip and hit her head on a tombstone, and that's how she went out, like, Night of the Living
Right.
Dead style? Like, I don't know, but no, that actually makes all the sense now, D.
I do love that, because that is like the point of that scene, is to see the aunt being like, "No, not her too," like establishing that it's at least happened to the child's mom, if not like further back down the line.
Yeah.
What I love about that is, like, she doesn't stop her from running away. She's a 10-year-old girl, and she's like this far away from her when she starts running.
No.
I mean, she
But the
could have.
thing-
She could have tackled her. Like,
The
just
thing about
tackled her
it,
right to the
too-
ground, threw her in the car, drove off to Santa Clarita.
That's true. Or maybe once the pull, I don't know. But it's also subtle enough that you might not make a big deal about it, because you pretty much get to what the fuck pretty quickly. You're like, hey, you're in it, right? You're like, okay, here we go. This is it. We're meeting the demon.
Yeah, after the 3D credits, it's just like story.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I do
Jumping right
too.
into it.
I appreciate that.
I will say also something, like, again, like, I wish I knew. Maybe it says, I'm not going to look up. It's gonna, whatever. It didn't have a big budget. What I will say is, a lot of really low budget movies, which this is, usually they're pretty fucking boring for like 40 minutes. Like, there's usually some sort of demonic shit or a playmate every like 5 to 10 minutes in this movie, which isn't actually that common. And they also don't like skimp out on the demon
Yeah.
early either. Like, it's pretty early. You're just like, oh, that's a fucking demon. Like,
Yeah. Well, and two, like, we don't get any like tricks. Like, I was advising on a on a movie that just got shot, and they were trying to figure out with this micro budget that they had, like, how are we going to do these special effects? And I was like, you can get away with some in-camera editing and just, you could show that demon could have been seen for 2 frames and then cut away, and your mind would have filled in the rest. Like, we hold on shots of the demon here. Like, they're tilting and panning on this thing to like really, really show us what.
Sometimes like
close
full
up
frame shots.
Yeah, full frame. Like, so I think that's really impressive, and I think again it speaks volumes to the quality of the special effects department in this movie.
Which, according to the credits, was dude.
Dude. Did he do other stuff?
I didn't
After
actually.
that?
Like, I should have.
You know what this thing resembled? I wonder, because you'd said, I mean, it did look a lot like the type of special effects we would have seen in a Ghoulies or a Troll, something to that effect.
I said that, didn't I? Oh no, I
You
said
did.
Critters. I meant Ghoulies. I said Critters, but I meant Ghoulies.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah, Critters I think was the Chiodo brothers.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know if this is true, but like the first time I saw this before this, when we watched it, the face of the demon kind of reminded me, even though it's not a common demon face, but it's not like abstract either. It kind of reminded me of the face of the statue from The Exorcist that they uncover, the Pazuzu statue.
What's interesting, what it reminded me of was the demons from a movie that came many, many years later, and that's Tales from the Crypt Demon Night. I think that the design of those demons may have taken some inspiration from this movie, because there was something about like the mouth and how it moved, and just like the layers and the folds about it that felt very ultra, hellborn, demonic. And when I remember watching, I was like, oh man, this is like, I'm getting Demon Knight vibes here.
It's true. You're right. I didn't think about that, but you are right. And this was definitely before then, because that was in the mid-90s.
I think so. Mid
to late
like 90s, I believe.
4 or 5. I don't know what year exactly. And this was shot in 81. Like, this is way before then.
Yeah, way more.
But yeah, like it's a pretty good demon design, especially again, like if you realize that it's like very early 80s.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's one part of the design that's was a particularly interesting choice. And Denise,
Yes.
I'm going to leave you to discuss that.
Thank you.
We didn't see it enough. I
Agreed.
I made a joke, and I think I'm going to start a band called this, but
Please do.
Demon Tits. So basically, her breasts turn into little demons. So we've got like little fucking drooling demons,
Little faces.
and that's how she eviscerates some of her victims.
Yeah, I didn't see that shit coming. Was the scene in the bathroom with the husband the first time we get that reveal?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
But
Because
not
I remember
of the
like the
breaking of the
husband
rib cage.
falls back and his whole chest is ripped open and he's got ribs sticking out, and you assume his heart's been et. And I'm just
we
like,
saw that
God
before,
damn, that doesn't
but we
make
didn't know how it
sense.
happened.
Yeah, and then you see the full frontal demon nudity, and there they are, 2 little
Frontal demon nudity.
like
True.
little drooling, oozing demon faces.
It's like neon green.
Shit's wild, man. Like that shit's
I was like,
wild.
what the fuck?
Well, that's the Shudder description. It says create some truly WTF moments, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, man,
It
you got me. That was a true WTF moment.
They
boy, was
were
it wild.
truly killer tits. Like,
Oh,
100%.
snap. I see what you did there.
Yeah,
yeah.
they really were.
That's also another good name for a band. Killer Tits.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Please,
Well, I think it's interesting because
please form these bands, Denise.
like do we often get times where the female anatomy is the actual part of the monster? Like I know in Teeth
Teeth,
with
right?
the vagina dentata, which is
But that was
another great
fucking
movie, by the
30
way.
years later.
Yeah.
or even, and this is not part of her body, but to a lesser extent, our friend Wendy Baskin was in what was it?
2001 Maniacs.
2001 Maniacs.
Mhm.
And she has this dental fucking, like, it's like steel teeth, like a fitting that she puts in her mouth at some point. It's crazy.
Yeah, and
I guess
wonder,
you could
like,
throw Rabid, Cronenberg's Rabid from 73 or 4 or whatever.
yeah,
I don't think I've seen that.
another cool piece of poster art.
Yes, it is. I mean, technically, because it's like an appendage that comes out of her armpit for some reason, that sucks the blood out of mostly men. It's a good movie. I mean, it's a Cronenberg movie, so of course it's good.
Yeah.
But it's early Cronenberg. I would throw it in that like category of like killer female bodies that aren't just slashers or high tension.
We
I
might call
like it though, like
Bubes, BEWBS, demon bubes.
that's fun.
Demon bubes.
Yeah, I like the idea of a woman antagonist not just being like, I'm a woman and I kill you, man, but like having the typically sexualized parts of the female anatomy be something that actually
weapon.
takes out.
Right.
Yeah, like it's the weapon. I think it was very clever. It was beyond weird.
Listen,
the makeup
my ass up.
Oh, crazy
It's true.
shit. But
I mean, the first time I saw it, I was like, no, I didn't just see that. Wait a minute. Oh,
It was something. It was something else, let me tell you.
sure was. It sure was, Denise. It surely was. I mean, I don't know. What were some of your Denise? What were some of your favorite parts?
Demon bubes.
Demon Bubes.
Demon
Clearly.
bubes.
True.
Sure. I really, I know you. I don't want to. I'm sure you guys are going to bring it up, so I'll just chime in once one of you brings it up. The transition at the end. I'll let you guys talk about that, but I, in like a funny way, when she like demons out and they just like have a still frame of her and her eyes all green.
yes.
I think it's effective. Hey, do you mind? It's effective for what it is trying to do. You know what I mean? Especially in its time period. I mean, it's not. I'm not looking for some excellent CGI effects. I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Excuse me.
There's a tail in frame.
It's not you.
It's true. Excuse Percy.
I agree, and I don't want to say it's infuriating because I like this movie because again, like you can't go into it expecting something serious. From like you can gather that from either poster. What's interesting is like it does have like again for the budget really good creature effects. And half of the time they do the green glowing eyes with like contacts, I think, and I think they also I think they did it with like they might have had some sort of like glow substance on them, so like there's black light off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
like there
eye
were
drops.
Yeah, maybe like, or they put fucking glow stick shit in her eye. Like I don't know how they did it. That wouldn't surprise me.
They tried some crazy shit in the 80s.
Yeah, like, and I'm also sure those contacts weren't fun either because like the full eye ones, which I forget the term, it's like Scalia or Scalera or something.
Scalera, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like cover your whole eye, like awful. I'm sure it fucked up her eyes.
And like, well, I mean, back then too, like they didn't have the oxygen breathing thing. Like, you know what I mean? It suffocated your eyeball.
Probably just a giant plastic lens.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That they stuck in there. If
they're like, here, take a piece of this.
Yeah, I can see glass being a thing.
Fucking
like
gel.
That full old or that old of a movie. But like they definitely did that, and it's cool because like watching it now from like the age of CG, like you're just like, oh, they just put like not a CG, but they put like an optical effect in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then now you could like go in there and set tracking in post and
Right.
have the computer handle most of the heavy lifting as their
Yeah,
heads
that's what I
moving
mean.
around.
Yeah.
Like she had to be like, and I'm very still and eyes. But that was film, and that was somebody processing film to do
Yeah.
that, which is crazy.
Well,
'Cause it's
that's what
used
I
a
was like.
lot.
That's what I was getting to is like sometimes they're doing it with like the real contact, and you can tell they are, and it looks pretty fucking cool. Especially because like I don't remember seeing eyes when they're doing it with the real contact like this in like any other movie.
Mm.
Oh, what's the like Innocent Blood? They had like reflective contacts where they like Innocent Blood, the John Landis movie. They had colored light just off of screen and it reflected back, so it like their eyes looked like they were hot pink or like super deep red or whatever. And that was several years later.
Well, because
I
there's
don't remember
definitely a few
seeing, like,
times that I noticed where it's not the whole eye, like you could still see some
Yeah,
whites on the sides, and it's like, okay, like that must have been towards the end when they
right.
were like, we need to put some more green glow in here, hurry up and do it, we have $100 left, like here you go, like
Right.
do your best. Some dude with a highlighter
We don't
just
have any
stabbing
more
the
money to
film.
launder. Our,
Like
our
chocolate
our
fangs.
bag of dirty money is empty. Sorry, effects guy. Like when they're doing it with the real contacts, it looks pretty cool because like it's semi see-through. Like you can still see like
Yeah.
the color of your eye and like the pupil and like the white. Like there's different colors in the eye. But like then there's times when they just do the optical effect, which is just like in reality how they do that is like it's some very unfortunate person having to go in frame by frame and like literally paint in on the film green.
Yeah.
And it's very clear when that happens because most of the time, like Denise said, it's the shot where like they freeze framed it, like it's clearly not moving film, and they just like repeated that freeze frame for 30 seconds and like painted it in, which is unfortunate. Like I don't want to again, like I don't want to say anything about this movie is unfortunate because like again, like this movie didn't have any money, and everything you get out of it's pretty amazing.
We're gonna find out it was like $10 fucking million in 80.
Ah, there's no way. I mean,
No
maybe if they were actually
Laundering.
laundering money.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, and for some, and for those of you who don't know, we're talking 24 frames a second.
Yeah, it's ugh.
So for every second that her eyes are green, that's someone going in frame by frame 24 times, painting.
It's making 24
those eyes.
24 paintings a second.
Yeah.
Was that running into, because I know we sort of diverted on the conversation onto effects. Was
Yeah.
that, were you saying that was one of your favorite moments? Because I want to hear y'all's favorite moments as well. I don't want to forget that question.
Oh no, that was my least favorite.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
To answer the favorite moments, I mean, the reveal or the second time that the girls get out and chomp on some dudes is pretty great. I actually, a genuinely creepy part, because this movie is pretty tongue-in-cheek and pretty ridiculous. It's not usually really scary or creepy. I think the only genuinely creepy part is when the husband first notices that Susan's like possessed, and it like he wakes up from a dream and she's sitting in a chair rocking, and you can't really tell anything because she's like fairly in silhouette shadow, and then she turns and it has the
closer.
ridiculous like pink and green light like I have behind me, and like she's like full on demon makeup. It was actually pretty well done. Like it could have been just fucking garbage, like they shot it terribly, which really isn't anything. There really isn't any poorly shot sequence in this that I can think of. So I would say that's probably my favorite part, besides again the ridiculous demon boobs.
Yeah, I mean, like the demon itself is scary. Like, it's a scary monster. I can say without a doubt, I would have been afraid of this in 1983. Like, I 100.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was one, so I would have been
Fucking be
screaming my
afraid of
head
it now.
off. But like, yeah, it is. There's something otherworldly about it, and I think when you get that full body makeup like that, it really envelops you in the story, and it brings you into the world a bit better instead of like your, classic, like when you don't have enough money to do a full wolf man, you do the head and you do the hands and sometimes you do the feet, but typically, you're going to throw some jeans on the guy and a shirt because you can't afford to put the whole makeup on him. So the fact that they did like that makeup's no joke. Like even if it was something like a full bodysuit with a zipper in the back that they could reuse, like you're still talking 3-4 hours minimum of application on that thing. And it has moving parts. Like it has bladders, it has tubes running through it that produce that demon boob milk. Like it's got some really complex pieces to it. So I think overall, I think the demon was my favorite part, but there were a couple shots. Like I really liked the use of the overhead camera going through the Mausoleum hallway. I thought that was really well done.
Evil Dead.
Yeah.
The original.
And like Denise said, for me, that final like slow transformation, it could have been a little faster because they spent like a solid 2 minutes on it.
That is something funny. Like there are some shots like you can tell that they're just like, yeah, we need to milk this.
Yeah.
And that's one of the areas they definitely milked that shot for a long time.
In that shot, you see 3 or 4, maybe 5 different iterations of her turning into the demon, constantly being overlaid and going from like section to section to section to section till it's finally out. And
right. For those who haven't seen it, describe it. So it's her in some transition phases and the demon in transition phases, and that.
Yeah, I think like camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, but it just being constantly overlaid. So as her the one frame's moving right, the other frame's moving left, and they're kind of sitting about halfway on top of each other, shifting.
And
in
it
and
works.
Out. It works. I think it works great. Yeah, it shouldn't. Like that shit usually looks very cheesy and cheap. This felt intentional, which I was surprised by. I'm sure it was done out of necessity because they didn't have American Werewolf money or even Howling money to get this done. So it's like, they had to do what they had to do. But I liked it a lot.
Or even Howling 2 money.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I'm a big fan of when movies are forced to get creative and it works because it doesn't always work. But I think this worked well.
Yep.
I agree. Indeed. I think that's a testament to the craftsmanship, and the artistry.
Some excellent craftsmanship in this film,
Glenn.
And the craftsmanship and the artistry of the effects guy or crew. Only one guy's credited, but there's no way he did it himself. But then again, who knows?
Who really knows?
Like again, like it could have just been like
maybe it was it a union picture?
I'm sure it wasn't.
Maybe it was a union picture and they couldn't credit anyone else because they were all non-union. So this guy's like, I'll take all the credit.
Or it was a non-union picture and all the other people working on it were union.
Also possible.
True.
Or everyone was like, leave us off of this thing. It's disgusting.
Yeah, listen.
If this was a union picture, then I believe Fox when they said that Star Wars, the original, didn't make money. But come on. Famously, they said the original Star Wars didn't make money, but sure it didn't. Anyways, the testament to that crew or guy was like they could have easily just been like stage 1 demon is like contacts and like fucked up teeth, and then you do your stupid long transition to just like full on mask demon. But like you said earlier, there's like 3 or 4 different ones.
So many iterations.
And like there's one that you see earlier on in the movie where it's basically just her face that's just like a little extended and like deformed, like the brows or brow and temple are bigger and like cheeks are bigger, and there's like mild bladder effects, which is
Yeah, there's
unfortunately they didn't,
pulsing in
yeah,
her
they
in
didn't,
her forehead. Those are cool.
they unfortunately didn't show that makeup stage very much, but they should have, because it was really well done. Because like subtle things like that are actually, I think, harder to do well.
Yeah.
Because
For
either
those of
they're
you who
too
don't know, we're not talking about bladder like pee. When we
That's
talk
true.
about bladder effects, have you ever seen a movie where there's something like pulsing under the latex? You know, that's a bladder effect. Very popular in the 80s.
That's a good that you pointed out, because like every time I heard that when I was younger, I was like, why do they have urine under them? Yeah, it's usually just like, it's basically like tiny little balloons that they fill with air, sometimes some sort of liquid water, to make it pulse or like expand. I think some of the most famous is probably from Scanners.
Oh yeah, Scanners had some good stuff in there.
Or like anytime you like see somebody's arm and like their veins start bulging from whatever the story is saying that's doing it, like that's a bladder effect. But yeah, like again, like they had like 5 or 6 different variations of demon makeup. It's
kudos.
Yeah, pretty crazy, and good versions of it. Not just like, oh, we put more green paint on her.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
all pretty distinct and delightful, aesthetically pleasing, if you will.
Aesthetically pleasing indeed.
Which
and we had some other good high points, I think, for this. We had some decent score, some decent music going on, a couple scenes that were a little out of place but very fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen a character approach a situation, decide it was too scary, go do some shots, come back and decide it was too scary again.
She's the smartest one.
Smartest, yeah, exactly. Smartest character in the movie.
Yeah, she's like, hell no.
She was, honestly.
Yep.
But I'm trying to think of, there is not a smarter character.
Nope. And one of like the only quote I think currently, where did it go? What have you done, Pantoja? What have you done?
I know
that wasn't a quote in the movie.
No. The only quote, the top quote, when you're clicking on quotes on IMDb is "No more grieving, I'm leaving." That's Elsie the maid. She tells it like it is.
Yeah.
She does.
Classic Elsie.
She's got 3 of the 4 quotes here. There's some strange shit going on in this house, and great googly moogly.
She wasn't wrong about either of those.
No.
She was also one that said mother, father.
Yeah, that's where that came from.
Yeah.
Which is very nice.
Mother, father.
And then the 4th quote is like this long fucking like paragraph about Dr. Simon saying, I've got this patient, and let me explain my initial diagnosis. I'm like, I mean, I guess technically it's a quote, but why are you going to put this thesis here in fucking quotes?
Maybe it was so vital to the film that they felt we should put this in there just to be safe.
Maybe.
What do I know? I wasn't there. I was, at the time of filming, I was -1.
Maybe it was part of their money laundering clause. They had to put that line in there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was part of the deal.
Oh, shit. Here we go. IMDb trivia. The scleral contact lenses that Bobby Breesy had to wear during some possessed scenes damaged her eyes. Holy fuck. That's why it was different. This damage resulted in her filming some scenes towards the beginning of the film without her eyesight. Oh, my God. Fucking the 80s, dude.
I have a feeling she had a not awesome time on this movie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
The trivia also says it was produced by the yuppie Don, Michael Franzese, former capo of the Colombo crime family.
There you go. I'm sure it was all above line. I'm sure it was all legit. And he just wanted to put some of his hard-earned American
No,
dollars
there's other
into the
trivia that
film.
makes me think this was not legit, and we're not going to go into it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to have the Colombo crime
We're
family show
not
up
going to
at my
go
door.
into it all.
I'm sure most of them are watching this show right now.
It's true.
You're sure what?
I said I'm sure most of them are watching the show right now.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about the car real quick.
Oh, that's
Oliver's
true.
car.
Oh, I forgot about the car. Shit.
Fucking love that car, and I love the fucking because. I mean, listen, if you're a child of the 80s, you absolutely have to love cars that open up like that. Like it's just ingrained,
I mean,
right?
you have to be a living, breathing human to like gull-wing doors. Like they're fucking cool. They always will be.
Yeah.
What are they called?
If they open up like that, they're gull wings.
Gull wings? Cool.
Yeah.
And
Or
now
if
we
they-
have the Tesla wings, right? What are they? Falcon wings.
Falcon
over
wings
there.
because they fold as they go
Oh.
up.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay, so tell us
if you
about the
got-
car, Glenn.
And then if you have Lamborghini doors that
They go.
don't go up like this, they just kind of go up like that.
Mhm.
Those are scissor doors. Yeah, so looking at it, it looks like a Gen 3-ish Corvette. Body wise, minus the gull-wing doors, because Corvettes didn't have gull-wing doors like that. But it was an all-electric car. Again, 1981. Where the fuck did that come from?
Very
And where did it go?
progressive.
Yeah, I don't want to call this movie progressive, but like maybe it is. Because no, it's not. It's not.
It did wonders for the electric car industry.
True.
It's a 1980 Bradley GT electric. Never
Which
even
is-
heard of that before.
I haven't either. I have a feeling it was again probably just like a dude who worked out of his auto shop in Santa Clarita who made electric
Just fixed
cars.
it up himself.
Made like 4 of them.
Another
is very much-
investment from the family.
The family. The family.
True.
They were like, Frankie, this car costs $100,000 to make, and he's like, yeah, and you're gonna give me one. It's like, oh man.
The family. Speaking of family,
One more
Go
thing
ahead.
about the car, like if you know any mild thing about cars, especially electric cars, and I don't know much, but like one of the first and definitely the most mass-produced early ones was the Chevy EV1 that they killed, and there's a documentary about that you can watch.
Is that who
and it
killed
was
the electric car?
great. Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
think
Yeah,
so,
it is.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Like it was revolutionary and like should have changed the system and
Right.
would have if they didn't.
big
Kill it.
shocker. I wonder who it was.
Hashtag
Uh,
visual.
The people who made it. Anyways, it like was made in the 90s, early 90s, and it only went like 60 miles or something.
To the
And, like,
charge?
Yeah.
It's a golf
And
cart.
it was made by like GM, the largest manufacturer of cars on the planet at the time. Like this, like one-off Corvette-esque thing. Like, if I was to guess, and again, like 1981, again, this is just like conjecture. Like, it probably only went like 10 or 15 miles on a charge. Like, it probably did fucking nothing.
I don't know, because listen to this. So it said it was a fully electric motor. The main battery bank was made up of 16 6-volt batteries connected in a series for a total of 96 volts.
Mm-hmm.
A switch inside the car allowed the driver to switch from boost mode, which delivered the full 96 volts to the motor for extra power, to cruise mode, which reduced the motor voltage to 48 volts and extended the driving range. So I feel like maybe it was a little bit longer than that. If you like,
It
we're
had a
talking
sport
cruise
option.
mode and you only get to go 10 miles, like that's
It was the 80s, man. It was the age of excess and people flaunting their shit. Do you know how much cocaine was done in that car? About
I mean,
96 volts worth.
I say that because, like, at the time, normal cars that ran on gas, like, almost nothing even came close to 20 miles to the gallon. Like,
fair enough.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different time.
So
I don't know.
speaking of family, going back to that, did anybody notice the family name in the movie?
I can't remember it.
I
but it
did.
was-
I was
it
going to make a joke about it.
What
Go ahead.
was it?
Go ahead.
No, please do.
No, make the joke.
No, it was going to be a snide, offhanded Did anybody else notice what it is?
Then say it.
It's demon backwards because
Nomad.
because clever writing.
Listen,
Right on the nose, baby.
Worked in Troll 2. How many goblin characters do I have named Nilbog? Let me count the ways.
And let's be truthful. Nilbog's a cool name.
It
Nomad
is.
not as cool, but hey.
I mean, the coolest backwards name is Alucard.
Yes.
Like, it just is.
Yeah, it's rad as
True.
shit. I have a
Pennsylvania.
D&D character named Nilbog Bowie. That's a goblin bard who disguises himself as a gnome all the time.
Why? Where does the Bowie part come from?
Because he's a bard. He's a singer.
Mm.
There you go. We digress. So
And he's fucking fabulous.
This movie is wild. And
Yes.
you've got the demon presents itself in her adult life as a pretty sexual being.
It's probably a succubus. Like, let's be real.
It's a sex demon. I
Yeah.
think I started to read an article, and I'll read through it and post it in Discord. But it talks about that genre, about the subgenre of sex demons, and she becomes much more aggressive, obviously, as the demon is presenting itself. And it gets pretty bad. She's got a collection of bodies, and then her uncle helps her
Hashtag sex demon. Am I
put it
right?
to bed.
Scary
Hashtag
stuff.
sex demon.
Scary stuff, the sex demon. You got to watch out. You never know
Yeah.
what's lurking
It's true.
in the hearts of the sex demon.
I'm pretty sure it's just murder and mayhem.
Though if you see,
if this movie's ended to be believed, yes, it very much is murder and mayhem and lots of sex
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
in demons.
If you see green glowing eyes, it's usually a good idea to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, get thee to a nunnery.
Run away.
Yeah, it's not going to end well for you.
Don't look back. And yeah, listen, it's a cautionary tale about, jumping into a sexual relationship too quickly, I think.
I think
never
it's a
know who's a
cautionary
sex
tale
demon.
about not going into mausoleums.
True.
There's that as well,
Especially if you happen to be the firstborn daughter of your family.
True.
Oh, and your last name is Demon backwards.
Does anything good ever happen in a mausoleum?
I mean, nothing should happen in a mausoleum.
Yeah, you would think. Coco? I guess Coco takes place in a mausoleum.
Sure. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good. I use it for cry therapy when I need to cry.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
Watch it.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
snort
watch Coco.
pepper.
Okay. On that note.
On that note. Well, I think we should probably start wrapping things up here, gang. Are there any
last
final
thoughts?
Final thoughts? Last words?
Love the effects. I think it's a good time. I think it's definitely worth the hour and 36 minutes of your life if you are looking to expand, your horror knowledge, your horror movie knowledge. Yeah, I recommend. And that DVD, that Blu-ray,
Mhm.
on like Wikipedia, I think it says it's sold out in like 24 hours.
How the fuck did I get it? All right.
Oh, did you get it after 24 hours after it released?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. I know they had a special edition that had a slipcase, which
Oh, it was the limited edition slipcover version sold out in 24 hours.
yeah, some people really like slipcovers. I'm not one of them.
I used to be like real, like keyed up on the box that the DVD came in or the disc came in. Now I'm just like, I just want the movie.
I want the movies and the features, and if they come with like a book or booklet, yeah, but like I don't get the slipcover thing. More power to you if you do. That's awesome. Like trust me, I understand collecting.
Yeah, maybe it's like a collection, sort of like
it's definitely that. It's just not my thing. But
you want all of them to look similar. I don't
no
know.
judge, no judge here.
No
No
judgment,
judgment
here.
It's a judgment-free zone, folks.
Absolutely.
Just like Planet Fitness.
Is that their slogan?
It's yes, one of them.
Hmm.
Not sponsored.
Last thoughts, TJ.
My last thoughts are that this movie is really fun. Don't like Glenn suggested earlier. Get with some friends. Alter your state of being a little bit if that's your bag. If not, that's okay too.
Yeah, totally.
I was stone sober watching this movie, and I very much enjoyed it. But I would recommend not watching this movie on psychedelics if that's your bag. I would highly recommend against that.
That's probably fair.
Yeah, there's some imagery here that might make you go a little bit, so maybe avoid that. But other than that, great special effects, super fun movie. And again, thanks to the Columbo family for putting this out there. You know, your efforts are appreciated, as this is truly a gem, a diamond in the rough, a horror diamond in the rough, as it were.
Or Bobby.
Yes, and thank you to Glenn for picking this one as well. Before we go, just a reminder, we're going to be on hiatus for the next couple of weeks at least. Let me get a calendar out real quick so we can tell you exactly when we'll be back.
While he's
are
doing
going to
that,
be... Yeah, go ahead, Denise.
I'm going to recommend the spider donut from Dunkin' Donuts.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
It's
but...
out of frame, but you got to put it right in your
shoot.
face.
There we go.
There you go.
My bad.
It's adorable and delicious.
Isn't it cute?
It's very cute.
What flavor is that? What kind of donut, I should say?
It's glazed with orange, like, icing. Actually, I don't even know if it's glazed. It's like the glazed donut, but it doesn't have glaze. It has orange icing, and then a chocolate donut hole.
Munchkin, as they're calling it, Duncan.
Oh, that makes sense. I have to go
Putting
find
the
that.
whole back in donut. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're going to be dark. The whole channel is going to be dark for the next 3 weeks. I'll see if I can't run some reruns here and there. And when we get back on November 12th, we're going to start rolling out some steady content again for the time. Definitely more Blood and Popcorn. Look for more announcements for This Show is Cursed. We'll be coming back in an interesting way. And more bonus round. Hopefully more Dead by Daylight if Denise decides, to kick me out of the chair. And eventually I'll do the Dead by Daylight killer version, and I'll make sure the game's updated and running before I turn the camera on and go live.
Sometimes there's a lot going on those servers.
There sure is. But yeah, that's the show. Denise, Glenn, tell the folks at home where they can find you online.
Denise Pantoja on the socials, the Demogorgon on Twitch, not TikTok. I keep saying that. It starts with a T.
So many T's.
Twitch, Twitter.
Demon T's.
Glenn.
And Glenn, what about you?
You can find me at Odd Movie Master on Twitter and Instagram. It's still October, I hope.
1 second.
I hope.
Okay, I'm live right now.
The Demon Bubes that I will still be doing one a day horror on both of those. If you care to follow along.
Excellent. And when my mother isn't hollering down from upstairs, because as of right now we're broadcasting you live from my mother's basement. Hashtag 39. Anyway, yeah, we are. She says hello as well, everyone. Lovely, lovely woman. Was not aware we were streaming. Anyway, yeah, you can find me at TJ Rotell, wherever popular internets are sold. Thank you all again for being here. Thank you all for the support. We will miss you guys over the next few weeks, and we can't wait to come back with more great content here on Channel 29. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. But most of all, Glenn, it's your movie, so give us a sign off, bud.
Ooh, man, I should have thought of this. I don't want to have too much dead air on here. So
from the heart, bring it from the heart,
Speak
Glenn.
From the heart, Glenn. You could do it.
I'm going to make it easy. have a good, safe, and scary Halloween.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Happy Halloween. We'll see you back
Soon.
on Channel 29, November 12th.
Cheers.
Till then, good night.